China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops sticking.
Hey everyone, this is China Chicken, and I wanted to go over some interesting connections between Anakin Skywalker and Grogu. And from everything that we know, they have never met before, haven't had any connection in the Star Wars movies or shows or anything. But I found something, and I heard about this years ago, and I've always been thinking about this, but I found out that they were both born in the same year. And in Star Wars lore, they were both born in 41 BBY, which is before the Battle of Yavin. So they were both born 41 years before the Battle of Yavin. So I think that is very interesting that they were both born in the same year. And as we all know, Anakin Skywalker is the chosen one and ends up taking out Palpatine and restoring balance to the Force. And could there be a connection between Grogu's species and the chosen one? So I think Yoda becomes more relevant in this way. Obviously, we know that Yoda and Grogu are the same species. They're about 900 years apart from each other. And I think this is how Yoda and Mace Windu found out that there is a new chosen one. And they know this because they both know who Grogu is, and they've trained him. It's known that Grogu was part of the Jedi Order before the Clone Wars, but before Anakin, destroyed everything. So I think Yoda, especially Yoda, knew this because he was born 900 years before this. And my theory is that Yoda was also born with a quote-unquote chosen one 900 years before. So he knew this because there was a chosen one 900 years ago, and maybe they'll do a movie about this or a series of movies with Yoda as a young child growing up in the Jedi world, and they find out that there's a chosen one that long ago as well. So how can this be interesting? So I think what is going to end up happening is that they're going to do a time jump in these movies at some point. And maybe they're setting this up with Ahsoka Season 2, which will be coming out next year, and the Starfighter movie that's coming out with Sean Levy's Starfighter movie with Ryan Gosling and Matt Smith and all of them. And how they can set up Grogu for hundreds of years into the future, because obviously he's the same species as Yoda, so he can probably live up to around Yoda. Yoda was 950 years old, something like that, before he died. So can they do something hundreds of years in the future with Grogu, and they find out from this more about his species, and maybe there's going to be more from his species. But yeah, I just think this is pretty crazy news that they were born in the same year. And this can't just be a coincidence, in my opinion. There's got to be some sort of connection. Maybe the chosen one is tied to the Yoda and Grogu species in some way, and maybe we'll find out about this. Maybe Abeloth. We know Abeloth, the mother, who is going to be potentially the villain in Ahsoka and maybe the future Star Wars movies. But we know that she's been alive for thousands of years. So maybe there's a connection there, and maybe there's a way that Anakin from the dead can bring balance to the Force by defeating Abeloth finally, along with Grogu, and they can maybe work together. And, maybe they'll do a time jump and hundreds of years into the future, and Grogu is a Mandalorian Jedi at this point, and he's able to work with Anakin through his Force Ghost to take out Abeloth, and they'll introduce new Jedi characters, maybe connections to Rey down the line, Rey's Jedi Order, generations and generations into the future. So I just really think that this is a cool connection that they were born in the same year, and I really think it's not a coincidence. They did this for a reason. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments section below. Leave a like and subscribe. Let me know your theory on this. Is it just a coincidence that they were born in the same year? I really don't think so. And I think Yoda knows about this and, has kept it a secret. And maybe we'll find out from him and his Force Ghost. Maybe him and Anakin will have some conversations or whatever. So we'll see. But I'm very excited to see this, and maybe this will be in the future of Star Wars in some way. And maybe we'll get more info on this. But yeah, it's just getting me excited for the future of Star Wars and what we can see from these movies with Dave Filoni at the helm. So let me know your thoughts down below, and have a great day, everybody.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops sticking.